scale of 1 to 10, rate the overall job of the current county commission and why?
Well, I would give it an 8. I believe that the county commission has a job to do, and their first loyalty and first priority is the county budget, and they cannot drive the county into insolvency by swinging in the wind, depending on public opinion. But I believe that their intent could be more fully explained, better explained, and I think the public would have a better understanding of what the issues are at this time in our county.
All right, this next question goes to Mr. Palmer. How do you view the entire county commission's role in county government?
I'm not sure how you mean to divide that up. The East and West County Commissioners, their biggest chore is taking care of the constituents out in those areas. In the East County, the biggest problem is with our roads, and so there's a lot of challenge with that. The presiding commissioner is the main one that's in charge of handling most of the budgetary issues there, and it's the job of the other two commissioners to make sure that they give him the support and understand well the positions that the county is in on those issues. So it's a matter of working together to create a good working environment for the county.
Okay, this question will be for Mr. Campbell. It comes from the audience. As a voice of reason, what was the thought process used in coming up with a $500 fine for driving through a parking lot? I believe that's a reference to a city council decision.
It's a good question, and I think I can explain it. I believe in individuals' property rights, meaning that owners of property have a right to do with it what they want without government intervention. This case was actually just the opposite of that. This was a case where an owner of a property requested assistance from the government, and I felt like we needed to give the owner of that property the assistance that he requested.
All right, this is a specific question to Mr. Danny Thompson. Danny Thomas, he was famous. No, you're going to be famous. Okay. The county commission just agreed to raise wages across the board up to a 5% increase at the department or office holder's discretion. Do you think that is enough, too much, or too little?
I think that was probably a fair percentage. The people that's worked there for several years hasn't had a raise, and I think they've done a good job with that. Everybody wants more, and I think the commission would give more if they could. I think they did what they felt like is what they could do at the time, and I think everybody deserves a fair wage. So I believe it's a good, fair wage raise.
Everybody answered the question, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to ask.
One
Okay.
question to all of you.
Okay, this question will be all four of you then. We'll start with Mr. Weeder. If elected, how quickly could you resolve the road funding issue, and how would you do it?
He actually started last night.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
What's that?
should be Mr. Paul.
Should be Mr. Palmer. Apologies.
I don't think the county commissioners can resolve that issue unless some of the road district people are willing to cooperate as well. It's a hard issue. There's probably factions that aren't going to be happy with any decision that's made. But the first thing that has to be recognized is that we've got to consider the entire county. We've got to consider what the ballot language was. We've got to consider the fact that half of the people in the county didn't vote on that issue but are still paying the tax. So we need to sit together as a group, come up with reasonable compromises, and make sure that we fund them the best that we can with the monies that are on hand.
Eddie?
To Mr. Campbell, if elected, how quickly could you resolve the road funding issue, and how would you do it?
I don't think it would be real quick. And I don't think we're not talking about the issue that's in the news now about the special roads, are we? Could you clarify that?
Yes.
Oh, it is about that. Okay. Well, number one, I think we need to work with the cities and the special road districts and the entities. They are due shares of this money. The county clerk told the people what they were voting for, and that's what a majority of people voted for.
If elected, how quickly could you resolve the road funding issue, and how would you do it?
Well, this would be a matter of time. It wouldn't be probably a 1-year remedy, but there again, something was mentioned earlier, maybe 1/8 cent sales tax could help on the issue of this, and like sheriff's departments. And I believe using our funds wisely on the roads would help, and changing the road districts at this time, I don't think is a good idea. I think there would have to be a well thought out plan, and probably have to be over maybe a period of several years to do a program like that.
From August 8th on, whoever wins this election is going to have to get involved in trying to solve this problem. You know, I don't think anybody up here wants to see the Ozark, the city of Ozark, the Ozark Special Road, any of the special road districts collapse. So, one approach to that is to have them prioritize what they think their budget needs are going to be next year, and we will evaluate them. That's the way I had to do as a department head in the hospital. There's nothing wrong with that. If we can't agree to that, then at the last thing I would say is let's rewrite the language, make it clear, concise, and let the voters have another shot at it.
Are we done with that?
Yes.
We're done with that. Okay, we're going to ask individual questions again, and the first individual question would go to Eddie. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. How is the county health, this is from the audience,